guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a very long awaited, well for me anyway, our Disney haul from our most recent trip. So if you're just stumbling across this video, we've just spent 3 weeks in Florida. We stayed at Disney on property and then we did a 3-day cruise. So I will leave a link up to the playlist with any vlogs that have already been uploaded. Hopefully at least 1 or 2 are up by now. And yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to see the rest of those videos. But yeah, this has been sat here now for what, a week and a half. So let's just jump in and then we can actually, you know, use these items that we bought. So obviously we got some of the 50th reusable bags. We actually got one in every size. So this is the small one, and then the medium one has Mickey and Minnie on it. And then the larger one has sort of all of the different parts of the resorts on it. So I might start with this little pile of sort of paper and like memorabilia bits. So a lot of this is sort of free things that you can pick up and just, you know, tickets and things like that. So obviously we've got our cruise passes. So me and Darren are now silver members because we've been on 2 cruises with them now, so we have those each. We have, these are the luggage tags you get when you leave, so you get a random Disney character. Before we got Minnie, this time we got the very sassy Daisy. We didn't actually receive our cruise sort of tags in time, and so we had to go to our resort reception sort of a couple of days before we were due to go on our cruise and be like, I kind of need some luggage tags. And they did end up sourcing some cruise ones, but they also gave us these 50th ones, so I thought I would keep those. They have an arcade in Pop Century Resort, and you basically get these cards and you put sort of pre-money on them, so obviously I had to keep that because it's 50th. I got this little pouch, and it actually goes with this. So we did the Olaf Holiday Tradition Expedition at Epcot. They always do a scavenger hunt for every event they have at Epcot, and this was for the Festival of the Holidays. And you basically go around, you find all the Olafs and sort of what holiday item he is sat with, and then you get to pick a prize at the end. So I picked up the little Sven coin pouch. You could get sisters or Olaf, but I chose Sven, so yeah, and that was $10.99 or $9.99 pre-tax to participate in that, and it's just a bit of fun. Then have a couple gift cards. So when we booked our holiday, we ended up getting a gift card with it, so that's the gift card we picked up. We were on the bus once, and he was handing out these to the kids, and I was like, can I have one? And yeah, so like bus drivers and possibly monorail drivers as well have these sort of like safety cards, and they've got the Lion King characters on it, so they're pretty cool. We've got this from our cruise. Basically, for some reason, they thought it was our anniversary, our honeymoon. No idea where they got that from, because we had never said we were on our honeymoon or anything. We've been married 5 years. So we got this little card from like the captain and stuff, so that was interesting. We then ate at the Space Restaurant in Epcot, and everyone gets these little cards. I thought it was just the kids that got them, but they ended up giving them like to everyone. So but yeah, you have some really cool little cards, and they're kind of like fabricated space cards to sort of go with the whole Space 220 theme, and they've got some little information on the back. So we both got a pack of them. I think that was Darren's pack that I just showed you, and then this was my one, and I liked it because one of them had a doggy on it, and one of them had a chocolate chip cookie on. So yeah, that was my little pack, so that's pretty cool. It's like the more you go, the more you can collect. In our hotel room when we got there, there was this little sort of brochure, and obviously it's 50th, so had to keep it. Basically anything that I could keep I did. Another little gift card we got was one of the 50th castle ones, which was pretty cool. We seem to have an abundance of these Festival of the Holiday booklets. So these basically tell you all the different booths and what they're serving at them. We seem to just pick more and more up every time we went. The new sort of kid cot thing that they're doing, or I mean it's not that new, is you can get a little travel Ziploc bag and you go around to all the different countries. We only ended up doing a couple in the end. I think one day when it was particularly pouring it down. So yeah, it comes with a little postcard, and then you go and you put the sticker on, and then they can like colour in the back. So that's pretty cool. Back in the day, if you remember, they had like the masks that you could do. This one was pretty cool. You didn't get a sticker, but they filled in your name, and again, little cartoon on the back, so that's pretty cool. I kind of wish we had done sort of everyone, the cartoons on the back are pretty fun on those. We went and ate at Chef Mickey's, which is in the Contemporary Resort. We didn't love it as much as the time before because at the moment it's still not buffet style, but they gave us this postcard and on the back has their signatures like already printed on it. I kept a map of Pop Century. We went to Gideon's, and this is the November little menu that they gave out, sort of like autumnal themed. Again, just some more bits from the hotel, and then obviously I had to get a ton of the maps for the park. So yeah, I just like to keep them as souvenirs. Sometimes they make fun crafts, so I just got multiple of each. So that's all like the paper memorabilia. I'm now going to go into this little Tupperware box. So I'm going to probably do pins all in this video anyway and just sort of intermingle them as I come across them. So we have one of the fig pins. So I'm not a massive fan of these, but they had some of the 50th ones and I love the 50th character outfits, so I got the Mickey Mouse one, and then the other two I got were Chip, because I love Chip, and then I also got Minnie Mouse. So you can either use them as like little figurines and stand them up, or you can put them on a pin board. One non-Disney pin that I've just come across is this one, which I got at the airport, at the new terminal, the Sea Terminal in Orlando. They have a Universal shop, and I got this pin. We didn't end up going to Universal this time. It was not in our budget, but I do love it, so I got that. I got this on the cruise ship. This is the cruise Christmas pin for this year, and it's sort of gingerbread, and it has Rapunzel on it, which I liked, and this is actually the Wish one, so I don't know if they were doing it for all of the cruise ships. The Wish was having sort of the Merry Christmas event, so I had to get that. That was $17.99. I then got these two Wish pins to sort of commemorate. So obviously Captain Mickey and Captain Minnie. This was very important because obviously it's the first time Minnie is the captain, so to speak. So got that. Like I said, we're going a little bit out of order, but this pin I got is Beware of the Yeti. I did the first time going on Everest, and that was quite an achievement for me. I don't think I'd go on again. I don't particularly like being in the dark on those sort of roller coasters. I'm not so bad on like Guardians of the Galaxy, fine with, and all that bit being in the dark. Same with like Mission Space Mountain. But yeah, those sort of bigger rides, not a fan of it. So I got that. It's like, good on you for attempting it. One of the first ornaments that we got, oh no, it's broken. Oh no, I'm gonna have to try and glue that back in. It's just a little screw. Do you know, it would have been a miracle if all of the ornaments had made it back in one piece, to be honest. So just need a little bit of glue on that, and to be honest, it looks alright anyway now I've put that back in. So these were the Christmas ornaments for the gingerbread castles this year, or the gingerbread houses. I really wanted to get the Grand Floridian, but they had sold out. But this is the contemporary one. I love the colours of it, and they were having signings at the various different locations. We were there at I think about 9 and they were signing at 11, so we didn't end up getting them signed, but yeah, that was pretty cool. That was $19.99 and it's got the fairy godmother on it. So I'm going to place that gently now. The other one I got was the boardwalk one. It was the first time we've really done any of the gingerbread stuff. And this one they did wrap up. I like this one because it had Mickey on it, and again the colours are pretty cute. So that is what that one looks like, very sort of pastel themed, and yeah, it says the boardwalk underneath it. So yeah, that one they had like actual boxes for, so that was good. That one made it home safely. Let's go for these. So these, obviously we had to get the resort mugs. I think these are, I think they've gone up in price to like $21, $23 I think. But basically they last about 2 weeks, which was perfect for the time we were there. Or just over 2 weeks I think they last for. And yeah, you can fill them up as much as you want. It's funny, different resorts have different sort of things on them. So the lower budget ones, they really time you, and you know, you can only fill it up like once every 10 minutes or whatever. But when you go to sort of the more higher end resorts, they not only have the fancier sort of Pepsi machines where you can mix and match your drinks, but they have no time restriction on them at all. So that's interesting to see. So this was my one. They're both 50th, but just slightly different, and Darren's is more sort of the cartoony one. So that was our mugs. This was my magic band that I got. I kind of just wanted a new one, and this was a 50th one, so obviously I had to get that. And then it's got the castle on the back. We weren't that bothered about the magic band pluses. We didn't think, you know, maybe like obviously if you're there all the time, then it would be pretty cool. They light up with the different events and beacons of light and things like that, and obviously the statues all around, but for us it wasn't worth it, so I got that one. This ornament I actually ended up picking up from Shop Disney online. They had a real lack of ornaments, I want to say. I think just the supply chain of things, and they're just so busy catching up from sort of 2 years of people not being able to go. So I got this one online, and it's like, it is plastic, but it kind of looks like glass, and it's kind of holographic. You've got the castle in one ear and then 1971 in the other ear, so that was pretty cute. I'm not sure how much that was, but one thing I will say with all Disney merch is if you're out there and you're out there for like 2 weeks, start of your trip, have a look online, see if there's any offers of things. We were there for Black Friday, so everything was discounted online, but not necessarily in store. Same even with the UK shop. So I did a video of all the pins that I got in Black Friday, and there were pins that were full price in the park. So it is worth checking Shop Disney, both US and UK, to see if you can get things a bit cheaper. And then finally we have this ornament, which I'm like, do I remember what that is? Yeah, I do remember. I think this is the Mickey and Minnie one, and they packaged this one pretty well as well. So this was one of our absolute favourite rides. I wish they had more of the ear hats available of the different rides, but like I said, there was sort of a supply issue. We actually found this one at the German pavilion in one of the shops. This was $24.99, and it is the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway. Just, yeah, we loved it. So we got that ornament. You've got Goofy there, and then on the back you've got Pluto. Yeah, so we really love this. We did it probably 5 times during our trip, so We really loved it. Darren got me this little pin bag. I was watching the Beacons of Light on the Epcot Ball, and he kind of just went off, got a drink, but obviously went into the little shop and he got me this little pin bag and a couple of pins, so once I get to those I will show you. I got this calendar. So this is the Anne Danger for Disney Aristocats collection, but this doesn't just have the Aristocats on it, and I've loved all her stuff. I love the Aristocats, so yeah, this was $26.99, and I knew this was something going in that I wanted to find and get. There wasn't really a lot going into the parks that I was like, I need to try and find this or this. A lot of stuff, you know, I'd pinned on my Instagram and they had been long gone. They were sort of like 50th items and things, so that was that. One thing we got for the dogs was this Disney ball, and yeah, it's kind of like a leather chunky ball. I think Winnie will probably quite like this. It's got Mickey Mouse in it. Winnie, what's this? Here they are, and the mess, ignore the mess. What's this? What's this? Yes, Blue's having a little stretch in the background. Here, go get it. Go fight over it. Oh no, I did get a child scissors. Yes, you've got some bits in here once I get to them. Blue, love you. With pet theme, there was this little pet store at Disney Springs. It was sort of in between sort of the shops and like the marketplace type area. It's kind of hard to describe where it was. It was sort of near the fountains and I think like the Irish pub maybe. And obviously they did Disney collars. So we had to get these. They were $29.99 each, which is pretty pricey, but can you put a price on your dogs? No, you can't. So obviously we got this one for Winnie because it's Winnie the Pooh, and those colours are going to go really well with her gingerness. And then we got this one for Blue, which is Muppets. Just love it. So we got those for them. Let's move on to this big bucket of things. So this is mostly pins. We went to the outlets and got a couple of these. They're I Love My Disney Dog magnet. I think one of these is actually for his mum. So when we next see you, that'll be coming your way. I'm going to stick them on my trolley for now so I don't lose them. But they were only $3.99 at the outlets, so bargain. I got this pin from the Contemporary, and this was the 50th anniversary one. I love this pin because I've always been fascinated since I was a child at the fact the monorail goes through the resort. It's the only one that actually goes through the actual hotel, whereas all of the others kind of go sort of the outside. They've kind of got their own terminal. This was priced as yellow, whatever that means, so got that one. And then I had to get the matching pin for the gingerbread house at the Contemporary. So we've got that one. We got a couple of these little slap bracelets. This is the Christmas one. These are super good for putting on your bag to sort of carry extra bags. I use them to hook my ears on when we were going on rides and things. So yeah, super good for that. That's like my favourite little hat. Let me show you our popcorn bucket. So I love the fact that this is 50th themed. We got popcorn maybe twice out of it, so we probably didn't use it as much as we could have. We used it, we had a little photo shoot at Disney and we used it then, so that was pretty cool. But yeah. Then this is all full of pins, so I'm going to try and whiz through this really quickly in case pins are not your thing. There are some other bits in here that I've just found. So we've got this Mary Poppins magnet from the UK Pavilion at Epcot. This is what it looks like. I really hope that one day they pursue the Mary Poppins ride that they had planned there because I love Mary Poppins. This is the boardwalk pin, and on the back it's actually been signed, if it's gonna focus, by one of the chefs that, so Chef Heather, she was there signing it. I love anything signed and personalised, so I got her to sign that, and she obviously had a hand in making it. As part of the Epcot 40th, I got the UK Pavilion, obviously. I kind of wanted to get a few others, but I just went for the UK one. And obviously, we love poo. We got this gift card. You have to put $100 on it, which was kind of a no-brainer. We'd spend anyway, so obviously I wanted it for the pin. They had 4 different ones, and they do these every year in different, obviously, styles, and I got the Mickey and Minnie one for this year. We then have, oh, this is one of the ones that Darren got me when I was obviously watching Beacons of Light. It is the Stitch Christmas pin. So we went and had breakfast at Ohana, and it was our first time ever doing that, sort of meeting Stitch. This was $19.99, and obviously it's got, I think it says Merry Christmas in Hawaiian. I got this pin. This is the, again, another UK Pavilion one, just very cute to add to my collection. I got the Pop Century pin, obviously because we stayed there. Not a massive fan of it, but it is the only sort of designated one, and I didn't really like any of the Christmas pins for the resorts this year. So like I said, we were there for the start of the Festival of the Holidays at Epcot, so I picked up the 2 pins that we could from there. These were $7.99 or $17.99 and $19.99, and they always seem to be Frozen themed every year. Olaf is a big character of that event. We then have the Grand Floridian gingerbread house pin for this year. So obviously this is like the main gingerbread event, and it was pretty cool to see that. Took some pictures there. It was very nice to like experience it. Wasn't a mad fan of the gingerbread, not gonna lie. It was very spicy, and I'm not like, I don't mind gingerbread, I quite like it, hence we bought it, but yeah, it had a certain spice in it that didn't sit with us. So got this other one from the UK Pavilion at Epcot. It's got a corgi. It's like the Queen, it's the last things that they can do really of the Queen. This was the other pin that Darren got for me. It's the Epcot ball with the little Mickey ears on it, so not one that I've got, so that was good. And then I got this for Epcot 40th. It's got Figment. Obviously Figment is a very large part of Epcot. Not majorly keen on him, but and then I got this one at the Grand Floridian, just because it was just really nice to experience it. We ate at the quick service there one morning or one afternoon, so yeah, I got that. Oh, we have a keyring here. This is for the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, and I'm actually gonna, after this, put this on our back door key because we need a keyring for it. But yeah, it's got like all the different aspects of the ride. If you've been on it, it will be very familiar. So yeah, we got that. Let's see what else. Oh, this is the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway pin. It's more so like the cartoon that it's sort of based off, The Perfect Picnic, and they sort of slide up and down. Like I said, we loved this ride. And then final little bits, I bought off Shop Disney one of the Pooh mystery boxes and got these 2 pins out of it. I did want the Piglet one, so I will trade these, but they're very cute anyway. And then we got the dogs, some new dog tags. They have these everywhere in the resorts and the parks. Various places obviously have slightly different designs based on if it's like in the gift shop of a ride, that sort of thing. But we obviously went for the 50th. So the heart's going to be for Winnie, and then Blue's going to have the little sort of bone one. Obviously it's got our details on the back. But yeah, thought they were very cute, and they were pretty reasonably priced. So that's those. I'm gonna put all my pins back in this bag. Darren got this, which was the Holiday Starbucks tumbler for this year. He was like, can you hurry up and film that video so I can actually use that tumbler? But yeah, it's kind of like sparkly. I don't know if you can see because the lighting's a little bit washed out in here today. But yeah, really cute, and it matches one of the t-shirts that he actually bought. We got this, so they were still giving out the ones when you get on the Wish. I don't know how long they'll do this for, if it's something they're going to continue. They did announce our names when we went on the ship, and then they kind of have like a little show. They don't really tell you that there's a show, so hang around for a couple of minutes once you get on the ship. But they gave us one each, so we gave one to our niece and then we're going to keep one for ourselves. But yeah, that was kind of cool. Show you the two bags we got. This was one that we actually purchased. This was the cooler bag that you could get as you get off the ship. They were offering them at Castaway Cay. You can get, I think, 6 bottles of water, and it says Disney Wish inaugural sailings, because we were there for obviously in the first year. So we got that. We did get one when we went on the Fantasy, but we left it in our villa, and then it was donated to a charity shop when we sold the villa, so it was kind of cool to get one of those again. The one thing I was so excited about and hoped with every hope that they would still do by the time we sailed with them was the bag that you got for one of the inaugural sailings. So it came in this cute little dust bag, and it is this quite large tote bag, and it's got this printed on Mickey, and it says Castaway Club inaugural sailings. I think everyone got them, I'm not sure. Like I said, this was our second sailing, and this is what was left in the room along with our lanyards. You got a lanyard each, so I think everyone got the tote bag. I'm not sure, maybe you might have had to sail with them once before, so don't quote me on that, but I was really pleased to have got that because they weren't actually selling those in the shop. Right, I think the rest of the stuff under this pile is clothes. So the first thing is Darren's top. He got this Hanukkah top. So that is what it looks like. And it says Happy Hanukkah on the sleeve. I am wearing my Hanukkah top from Hot Topic from last year. As I'm filming this, tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, so we're going to put, well, he's going to put this on and we're going to take some pictures. And yeah, be very cute. The dogs have their little Hanukkah tops, so I'm going to leave that to the side so I can give that to him. Some of this I've pulled out the ironing pile, so just bear that in mind. Darren got this on the Wish. It is just a black top, has the cruise logo, smells really good. This smells of the washing powder from Disney, and that is what it's got at the back, so it's kind of like an architectural type thing. One thing I would suggest, and we tried to do it but it did sort of leak a little bit in our bag, was if you've done some washing whilst you're at Disney and like you like the smell of it and it really like reminds you of Disney, buy an extra box or two to bring it back, and then you can like use it over a period of time to wash your clothes in and it'll remind you of Disney. For years, like obviously we used to have a villa in Florida, and we'd come back home and I'd get clothes out and they'd smell of the washing detergent that my mum used to use, so yeah, it just smells and reminds me of Disney. He also got this top. He was like, shall I get one to match you? So I actually have one of these as well. I bought it before we went. It's the 50th just Mickey one, and they were doing this in like a jumper style as well, and we wore these matching in the parks, very cute. We met Mickey Mouse in them. I loved it. I got this top from the cruise. So this is like a really thin top. What size did I get? I got a medium in this because I thought it would be quite tight fitting, and it just says Disney Wish inaugural sailing on it. So they had a lot of inaugural sailing stuff still, which was great. What I will say, obviously, if there's anything that you know you want to get, make sure you're there as soon as it kind of opens. That will be very dependent on which dining time you have. Obviously, they can't open the shops until you leave port, which is about 6 o'clock. We were in the first dining seating, so we couldn't actually be there for when it opened. So we got there when we finished, maybe about like 8 o'clock, and some things had already gone in certain sizes. They did restock over the next sort of couple of days, but there was always that risk that they would have been sold out in some things. So if you can be there, if you're in the second seating, get there for when it opens. Darren got this top from Epcot. We were there for like the last couple of days of the Food and Wine Festival, which we've had before and loved. So this is one of the Food and Wine Festival tops, and it's got Mickey on the back with the ball. So yeah, he'll be pleased that he can actually start wearing some of this stuff now. I'll leave the dog bits till in a minute. This was one of the tops I think I'm going to put back for Christmas. So it's another inaugural sailings, obviously from the cruise ship. I was umming and ahhing, and Darren was like, you are never going to have the chance to be on the inaugural sailing again and get this, so, you know, just get it. On the back, again, it's kind of like that architectural type design. It's got Mickey in it. It's very cute, and yeah, I quite like just like a plain white top, and I've got a couple that I kind of need to like phase out of my wardrobe now, so nice to replace them. Darren got this on, which again we're going to wrap up for Christmas because this was hella expensive. This is by Nike. It was $70, but it is one of the inaugural sailings on, and it wasn't there. His size wasn't there on the first night, and then they restocked it second or third night, so it's got this embroidery on it. He loves these Nike shirts from Disney. He's got, I think, maybe one other one. So yeah, I'll be wrapping that up for Christmas, which is next week. I then got a pair of trousers. So I'm actually wearing the pair I've already got right now, which are the Mickey version. It was quite cold the first week we were there, so I kind of wanted another pair of trousers to wear. These are elasticated waistband ones, which is great, and they've got Minnie on it. I'm not mad keen on like her face in some of them, but I love these trousers. I get a lot of wear out of them, and they're super comfy because they're stretchy, and they've got stretchy bits at the ankles as well, so they actually aren't that long for me, which is great. Darren also got this on the cruise ship. He got in an extra large, and it's a sweatshirt. I don't think there's anything on the back of it, no, so I'll kind of just hold it up so you can see the front. It's grey and blue, and it's got Mickey there. I think this is just part of the cruise line. I don't think it's anything sort of Wish specific or inaugural sailing. I, however, got the inaugural sailing stripe little jumper, which I knew I wanted to get. Like, this was the one thing I was like, I need that. So it's light blue and stripy. You've got like a little leather pull on the front. You've got the embroidered inaugural sailing logo, and then on the cuff, where did it say? I just saw it somewhere. Oh, on the bottom of the jumper actually, it's got like a little compass with the cruise logo on it. So yeah, I got that. I took some pictures in it. It was very cozy, and like I said, it was something I knew I wanted to get. This is mine, so I don't know where Darren's is. Maybe his is already hung up. But we got the matching Christmas jumper Spirit jerseys for this year, so they're a bit thicker than a normal Spirit jersey. They're more like a wool material, and they're green, and they've got Mickey on the front, and then on the back, if you can see, it's got like a wintry scene with some cardinals, and then there's a snowman on the back, and it's got like cute little embroidery, not embroidery, a cute little like bow design on the sleeve. I was quite surprised that Darren actually wanted to match with me with this, but we wore them when we went to the gingerbread house, and that was very cute. And the last few things, let me finish with the last sort of top thing. So we got one of the new 50th anniversary ones. These on the back, you've got the glitter writing. It says Walt Disney World, and then you've got all the characters at the bottom. I would just say I have my eyes on the 100th anniversary of Disney one, that like pastel one, so maybe I will sell this to get that, maybe. And then the last thing's a pet thing, so if you're still here, I appreciate you. So at the outlet we had they had the Wishables, and I think these were like $1.99, so we got them a Mickey and Minnie. They'll probably rip these up in like 5 seconds, but we got them those. For Winnie, I got her this. It was $10.99. They only had Winnie's size. I've never seen this before, so I like jumped on it. It is a little top and it's got Curious by Nature with Miko and Flit. Miko is like my favourite Disney character, so I was so excited to get this. I'm going to put this on her this afternoon. I then got Winnie this matching little spirit jersey. I've got the one that has like the plain writing in the back, so we'll take some cute pictures of that in the new year. And then to match our Christmas jumpers, we got the dogs these ones. You could get matching adult and kids jumpers in the same design, but we didn't like it as much as the other ones, so we just got them these ones. So they say happy holidays. They've got like a little Fair Isle design on them, and we got one both for Blue and Winnie, so we can take some cute Christmas photos in those. Whew. If you stuck around to the end of this video, God bless you, because I think it's about half an hour long. I'm going to go and put this away. I'm actually going to go have a little bit of lunch, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. Needless to say, we had an amazing time, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.